Hello Guardians, this is Gamerturk and today I'm going to tell you why you should be excited about the House of Wolves update. Yes, I use the word update and not DLC, since there are many things to look forward to for those who did not buy the House of Wolves DLC as well. Starting with number 7, we are getting 4 brand new PvP maps, 3 if you're on Xbox of course. Thieves Den, a Fallen themed large and symmetrical PvP map on Venus, Widow's Court, by far one of the most beautiful looking maps, set in a brand new location, European Dead Zone, and Black Shield, which is a Cabal themed map, set on yet another new location, one of Mars's moons, Phobos. In addition to that, PlayStation users will get the map Timekeeper, which is a Vex themed Mars map. As I've said earlier, House of Wolves update is not only a huge addition for those who bought the DLC. With this update, vanilla players will be granted access to the 3 PvP maps that were introduced in the Dark Below, the Cauldron, Skyshock, and Pantheon. On to number 6. With this update, every player who bought the vanilla game will be granted access to the new legendary tower vendor gear and definitely the most visually striking exotics so far in the game, such as the helmets, the Ram for Warlocks, Eternal Warrior for Titans, and the Celestial Nighthawk for Hunters. On top of that, those who bought the DLC will have access to brand new endgame weapons and armor available from the Prison of Elders. And of course, not to be forgotten, the brand new weapon type Sidearm will be introduced to the game, which is a semi-automatic pistol to be equipped in your secondary slot. The only example we have seen so far is the Vestian Dynasty that was used in the Prison of Elders reveal. Number 5. We definitely cannot forget about the brand new social space, the Reef itself, and the additions brought to the regular old home sweet home, our tower. While Reef absolutely looks gorgeous and grants you access to some new activities that I'll talk about in a moment, the real addition to the game has to be the revamped tower. You can now exchange your unneeded Ascendant and Radiant materials for Glimmer or Modes of Light at the speaker. And why would you want that? Because you can later use that Glimmer and Modes of Light at the gunsmith to reforge your brand new gear for better perks. Moving on to number 4. The ones who bought the DLC will get access to brand new story missions, quests, a strike, and a new endgame activity. Let's face it, the only time the story was really turning out to be exciting was when we were introduced to the Awoken, their queen, and her brother. We did not yet get any hints if we will see the queen and her brother in the expansion, but nonetheless, having a storyline related to the Awoken gets me excited anyways. Speaking of reforging one topic before, with the new stuff sounding much more superior, are you just gonna let that Fatebringer collect dust in your vault? Of course not! Time to ascend those gear guardians by using an item called Etheric Light that can be obtained from various activities, some of which that are available to vanilla users as well. You can upgrade your old legendary gear to their max attack stat of 365 or the max light level of 42 without losing any of your upgrade progress. On number 2, we have the brand new endgame PvP mode, Trials of Osiris, which is available to all Guardians regardless of if they have bought the expansion or not. Bungie is doing a great job at not excluding vanilla players from reaching the endgame. Trials of Osiris is the new elimination event which takes place from Fridays until the weekly reset. It is a fast-paced game mode consisting of 2-minute rounds. Once you die, you do not respawn and have to be revived by a teammate. If a team gets wiped, they lose the round. First to reach 5 wins. Those who reach 9 match wins will receive a reward that nobody knows yet. In this mode, communication and teamwork is essential to not lose these fast-paced rounds, so bring your own teams of 3 since there is no matchmaking option for finding friends. Prison of Elders is the real endgame activity we have been waiting to hear from for a very long time. Ever since Bungie announced that it won't be a raid activity, some people were raising their voices in disappointment asking for a raid, while some people were glad to hear that this activity will be fresh and brand new. On the 6th of May, we have gotten to see what it actually is. Fan of Left 4 Dead or Call of Duty Zombies? Well, this is your game mode then, Guardians. There are 4 different levels, the easiest one being level 28 and offering matchmaking, and the others being for level 32, 34 and 35 with no matchmaking. You fight through waves of enemies, sometimes clear other objectives in the chaos, and when you complete the waves, you will return to the main entrance to go for the next round. In the last round, you will have to beat a main boss that has an elemental shield that changes its element from time to time. Did I even mention that each round will have a modifier, some being brand new and some being the usual burn modifiers? So, you kinda have to be really tough to beat this. Even Bungie themselves couldn't during their livestream, so bring it on! Are you excited for the House of Wolves update to go live on the 19th of May? What are you most excited about? Or if you are not, then what would make this update more substantial for you? Share your thoughts down below, and if you enjoyed this, make sure to leave a like and share with your friends too. You might also want to follow me on Twitter or Facebook or subscribe to me on YouTube to get further updates and content and gameplay. Take care, Guardians!